Welcome to the Talking Book Voices, the podcast, where we explore the wonders of the Texas Talking Book Program. Join us in making literature accessible to all. This program, a division of the Texas State Library and Archives Commission, provides a free library service to Texans of all ages with a qualifying visual, physical, or reading disability. In each episode, we'll uncover its history, share stories, get updates, and tips to maximize this invaluable program. So whether you love reading, seeking accessible materials, or just curious about the program, this podcast is for you. Visit www.texastalkingbooks.org for more info. So let's begin the Talking Book Voices, a podcast by the Texas State Library and Archives Commission.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Texas Talking Book Program's Voices podcast. I am Dina Abramson, and I am the Disability Information and Referral Coordinator with the Talking Book Program. Today, I am so excited to talk to Jessica Burke. Jessica is the Accessibility Manager with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. Since our summer reading club theme has been adventure, I thought it would be great to have Jessica tell us about how everyone can experience adventure at a state park. Welcome, Jessica.
Great to be here.
So let's jump right in. What is the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department?
The Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, or TPWD, manages and conserves the natural and cultural resources of Texas. We oversee state parks, wildlife management areas, and various recreational opportunities to ensure that everyone can enjoy the beauty and diversity of our state's outdoors.
So how many state parks are there in Texas?
Texas has 88 state parks, with more opening in the coming years thanks to the Centennial Parks Conservation Fund passed by Texas voters last year. Each park is special and offers something a little different for visitors.
Are state parks open year-round?
Yeah. Our state parks are open year-round, providing opportunities for outdoor fun in every season.
So what can you do at a state park?
You can do so much at a state park, from hiking, biking, and fishing to camping, wildlife viewing, and exploring historical sites. There's something for everyone to enjoy.
More specifically, what can people with disabilities do at a state park?
People with disabilities can enjoy a wide range of activities at our state parks. Many parks have accessible features like trails, fishing piers, nature centers, and accessible campsites. We're adding even more and more accessibility features all the time.
In your webinar recently for the Texas Governor's Committee for People with Disabilities, you said, at TPWD, quote, accessibility is everyone's job. Can you tell me more about that?
Absolutely. At TPWD, we believe that making our parks, facilities, and activities accessible is a shared responsibility. This means that every team member, from park rangers to office staff, is empowered to identify and address accessibility needs. We want every park to be an inclusive environment where everyone feels welcome.
The Texas Talking Book Program is a regional library of the National Library Service for the blind and print disabled through the Library of Congress. The motto of the National Library Service is that all may read. Would you say a motto for TPWD would be that all may enjoy the great outdoors?
Yeah, that's a wonderful way to put it. We're so lucky to live in Texas. While we don't have a lot of public land, the public land we do have is, in my opinion, some of the most spectacular in the world. We have sweeping desert plains, swamps, crystal clear spring-fed rivers, beaches, and mountains, and they're home to more living creatures than I can even imagine. And all of that belongs to all of us. We should all be able to enjoy it if we choose to do so. There are benefits to enjoying it too. For us humans, there's emotional, social, and physiological benefits of nature, but our ecosystem benefits too. When people visit parks, they're more likely to become stewards of the land and want to protect it for future generations to enjoy. It's a win-win for everyone.
That's great. Are all state parks accessible?
Well, we're continually working towards making all of our state parks as accessible as possible, but we do have a ways to go. Most parks have accessible features, but you shouldn't plan on everything being accessible.
So how can someone find out if their state park is accessible?
Well, Texas State Parks does a great job of updating websites with detailed information on accessibility features at each park. But with as quickly as upgrades are happening, and with the realities of natural disasters and changing environments, it's always best to check before you visit if you have a specific need. You can email the TPWD Accessibility Office at accessibility@tpwd.texas.gov or call 512-389-4903, and we can get you connected with the information you need. You can also call the park directly to ask about specific accommodations and accessible amenities.
The Talking Book program serves individuals with qualifying visual, physical, and reading disabilities. Could you give maybe 2 examples of accessibility for people with visual impairments at state parks, and the same for people with physical disabilities or mobility impairments?
Just about any program can be modified for visitors with disabilities, so I would say ranger programs are a great starting point. If you find the Texas State Parks calendar on the website, you can get an idea of the types of programs offered. Our accessibility office can assist with large print and braille, and several parks have assistive audio devices for tours. Palmetto State Park is piloting a wayfinding system on some of their trails, and our planning department is hard at work on some new tactile exhibits and braille signage. People with mobility impairments can sort calendar events with the wheelchair-friendly tag to find programs that will be held in a more accessible location. You might also enjoy some of our more accessible boardwalks and trails. My new favorite is the Gambusia Boardwalk in Searim State Park. It's a 3/4-mile wooden boardwalk over the marsh, and it feels like you're walking or rolling right on the water.
Wow. Do you loan any assistive devices, such as all-terrain wheelchairs?
Yeah, we do. We have a variety of all-terrain wheelchairs available for a loan that allow visitors to explore more rugged areas that might otherwise be inaccessible. We currently offer a manual lever action chair made by the company Grit. These chairs are fun and lightweight and do great on trails. We also offer water chairs at our beach parks, and we're very excited to announce our first of several track chairs that just landed at Waco Tank State Park. This is a power chair with tank treads on it, and this beast can go just about anywhere. It is going to open up so many possibilities for people that have not been able to access some places. Information on all of our loaner chairs is available on the website.
Great. Can you talk about your partnership with the Texas Assistive Technology Program?
Our partnership with the Texas Assistive Technology Program, or TTAP, is one of my favorite projects I've worked on since I've been in my role. By working with TTAP, we're going to be able to provide a range of adaptive equipment and resources to enhance accessibility in our parks and all TPWD facilities. We're just kicking this project off with adaptive fishing gear that will live at Sea Center, Texas, and Lake Jackson. This equipment will be used during special events and group fishing opportunities. After we iron out the kinks, we're hoping to expand into other types of gear in different locations. This collaboration ensures we're up to date with the latest technology and best practices and provides people with a broad range of equipment to meet needs.
Wonderful. Are there discounts available for people with disabilities or older adults?
Well, anyone can purchase a Parks Pass. My family's had one for years, and we love it. With that pass, you get free entrance to any state park for anyone in your vehicle for the day. There's also discounted passes for veterans, people with disabilities, and older adults as well. For the most up-to-date pricing and eligibility, visit the Texas State Parks website.
Very good. Are service dogs allowed in state parks? What about emotional support animals?
Service dogs are essential for their owners, and they're protected by Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act. They're allowed anywhere that people can go in parks, with some very limited exceptions, like, inside of a nature center full of bunny rabbits that might be stressed about having a dog in their present. That's an extreme example, and I haven't actually heard of it happening in our parks, but I do make that disclaimer just in case. Emotional support animals, however, do not have the same access rights as service dogs and may not be allowed in all areas.
Gotcha. For people that are housebound or unable to travel, are virtual programs available through TPWD?
They are. We offer a variety of virtual programs, including virtual tours, webinars, and educational sessions that allow people to experience and learn about our parks from the comfort of their homes. We have several YouTube channels, and almost every park has its own social media account where they're always providing fun and engaging content. If you're looking for something specific, don't hesitate to reach out to the TPWD Accessibility Office, and we can assist you in finding what it is you're looking for.
Can Texans with disabilities provide input about accessibility? Does TPWD have an accessibility advisory committee?
Well, definitely. We have an accessibility advisory committee composed of community members who provide us valuable feedback on how we can improve accessibility in our parks and all TPWD facilities and services. We always welcome feedback from the public to help us better serve everyone.
That's great. Can you explain what the Texas Outdoor Family Program is? Specifically, can a disability group such as the National Federation of the Blind of Texas or the American Council of the Blind of Texas organize a session about accessible fishing, for example?
The Texas Outdoor Family Program teaches people how to camp and enjoy the outdoors. While the program's centered around learning to camp, we can tailor sessions to include activities like accessible fishing, geocaching, or hiking. We encourage disability groups to sign up for a workshop, but even more, we encourage you to become a partner group. With partner groups, we not only teach you how to camp, we teach you how to teach people to camp, so that with training and hands-on learning, you can borrow the gear and take your own group out camping.
Are there accessibility programs or improvements that are currently in the works?
We're constantly working on new projects to enhance accessibility. Every new building that's constructed will be accessible, but beyond that, we're upgrading existing facilities to increase access. We're building accessible trails and adding inclusive features into nature centers and increasing adaptive equipment. There's just so much happening, I couldn't start to name it all. We're making sure to spread out improvements across the state so that folks in every corner of Texas can enjoy it.
That's wonderful to hear. Is there a TPWD app? Is it accessible?
Yes, there is a Texas State Parks app, and we're committed to making it as accessible as possible. The app provides information on park amenities, maps, and activities to help visitors plan their trips.
Our summer reading program theme for this year has been adventure. Is adventure possible at a Texas state park?
Well, absolutely. Adventure is what we're all about, and that includes adventures of all types. Adventure might be joining in on a ranger program in a day-use area to learn about animals in the park. Or maybe adventure looks like an adaptive hike in a track chair down a trail you've always wanted to explore. Adventure might mean visiting a park from the comfort of your car while listening to an audiobook on the history of the Civilian Conservation Corps and the New Deal. Or watching bats fly across the sky at dusk. Whatever adventure means to you, you can find it at a Texas state park. And if you have a disability and need a modification to get the most out of that adventure, just call us or email us and we're happy to help you explore.
Jessica, thank you so much for joining us today. Would you repeat the phone number and email address again for the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department Accessibility Office?
Sure. The email address is accessibility, that's ACCESSIBILITY, @tpwd.texas.gov. And the phone number is 512-389-4903.
Great, thank you. Finally, I'd like to mention 2 books that would tie into this discussion about state parks. For a nonfiction book, one example would be Tales of the Big Bend by Elton Miles. And if you want to read a book that invokes the feeling of a state park, an example would be one of our Texas Great Reads for 2024, The Whichway Tree by Elizabeth Crook. Both of these books are in our collection. I want to thank one of our reader advisory librarians, Margaret, for researching what we have in our collection. If you want more ideas of what to read regarding the topics of adventure and state or national parks, contact us at the Talking Book Program. Thanks again, Jessica.